Alright, hello and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is going to be a little bit shorter of a video, potentially. The audio might also be a little off because I haven't done this in a while because I haven't needed to, but I'm recording this at night, which means I am, out of necessity, talking quieter than I normally am. However, I believe I have boosted the settings enough so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And well, if it is, then doesn't matter. Video never come out. If it is, then you'll just wait a little bit longer until I'm able to record during the day. So, last episode we went and raided the Hidden Beck base. No. Hidden Beck's our friends. Raided the Black Volker base. We stole back the prototype Swoop bike accelerator. And we also defeated Bendak Starkiller in a duel. In a very cheesy way. I just blew him up with mines. Effective. And we are going back to the Undercity, so that way I can deliver the Promised Land tablets to Rookil, because I forgot to do that. And this is the canon Let's Play, and I know from the MMO that they do try to go to the Promised Land. I'm not going to tell you how that pans out. You can feel free to look that up on your own, because that has nothing to do with this game. Because, well, I guess you'll see within, if not this episode, then the next 2 or 3, you'll see what happens as far as that goes. A reminder that you can vote in the comments for the weapon style. That is, of course, 2 single-handed weapons versus 1 two-handed weapon. You can also vote on whether or not I should become a Jedi Guardian, which is a lightsaber expert, a Jedi Sentinel, which is a sort of a balance between the 3 classes, sort of like what I am now as a scout. And then there is, of course, the Counselor, which is the Force Specialist. But as I said, we're going to talk to Rookil, and we're going to deliver his tablets.
Greetings once more, Upworlder. Do you bring news of my apprentice? Have you discovered her fate and proved yourself to be a true savior of my people?
Your apprentice is dead, but I have her journal.
It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope. By finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, Upworlder. You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the Promised Land.
Guide you, but I don't even know where that is.
You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rookil knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too.
Very well. Tell me the history of your people.
The great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans, and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die.
From what I've seen of Taris, it doesn't look like much has changed. Except for the upper city, people here are just as bad off as the poor in your little history.
But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born.
Is that how you came to be down here?
Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Terrace, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there.
Okay, what is it?
Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf.
Sounds like a myth to me. Something to give the people here some false hope to cling to so they don't go mad with despair.
I have collected many clues hinting at its location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information. But still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location.
I have all three. Take them. That's why I came down here anyway, not to listen to your lecture, but to give you these back. Found them when I was scouring the sewers. Almost got turned into a rackle over these things. Almost got killed by a rancor over these things. But I don't imagine you don't have much to give me, so why not?
Can it be true? Is it possible that at long last, the dream of my father and grandfather before him will be fulfilled? I can hardly bear to look. Yes, of course. Now I understand. It all makes sense. Now I see why the Promised Land has been so hard to find. It is so obvious. You have done a great thing, Upworlder. A selfless act that will bring great joy to all the people of this village. I must take this to Gendar right away.
Rukiel, what do you want now? Have you more fables of a hidden paradise just waiting for us to find it?
You may not think these are fables after you see what I have brought you, Gendar. Look at these journals.
What? No, it can't be. Are these real, Rukiel? Is this information accurate?
I swear to you everything in these journals is true, Gendar. The Promised Land. I told you I would find it.
The entrance is far from here, Rukiel. It will take us weeks to get there, perhaps even months. And we will have to cross many Rakghoul-infested areas.
I do not deny the journey will be hard, Gendar. But surely it is better than the miserable life we have here.
Wise words, Rukiel. Our supplies are high right now. We could leave by nightfall. I will tell the others to prepare for the journey.
Thank you once again, Upworlder. I will say a final goodbye. For where we are going, I fear you cannot come. The journey to the Promised Land is long and arduous.
Goodbye. And good luck.
We must part ways here, Upworlder. I sense your destiny is yet to be chosen. But the destiny of my people is at the end of the long journey ahead of us.
I feel like I should get dark side points for that. Mostly because I know what actually happens. The character doesn't, but I do. Let's just say it's not pretty, and leave it at that. But as I said, the next, and again, don't spoil it for other people, I will be getting rid of comments that spoil the game. Because, as I said, I've played and beaten this game before. And I've actually beaten this particular section a lot. Only beaten the game a couple of times, but I've played through this section a lot, so I know what happens. But don't spoil it for other people in the comments. I will be destroying comments that spoil things. I know it's an old game, but there's some people that haven't even heard of it, so... It's interesting, because it's... As far as I'm aware, the last BioWare game made before the meddling of EA. Because I know that the second game in the series got cut short because EA was doing EA-like things. And that's when the seeds started to get planted, was when the second game came out. And then, of course, Mass Effect 3 is when it really sort of... The same thing happened, but on a much grander scale. And that's when a lot of people really began to see what was going on, and it just got worse from there, obviously. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to be Nevar Kalam and rescue Bastilla and blah, 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 blah. Hey, Gadden.
You have returned. You have the prototype Swoop engine accelerator with you?
Got it right here, boss.
I was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the Swoop engine of our bike.
Alright. Now that's a little bit extreme. Not so fast, Gadden. I want a reward for recovering this.
A reward? I'm blind, but I'm not stupid. Your reward is the chance to ride in the big Swoop race so you can win Bastilla's freedom. We had a deal, and I expect you to honor it. If we don't honor our deals, what's to stop me from just taking the prototype from you and leaving you for dead?
Well, the other option was to yell at him. So, in my opinion, that was the least passive-aggressive thing I could say. Because it didn't have the exclamation point. It was like, alright, I got it. Now, the deal. Instead of being like, I lived up to my end of the bargain. Smash, smash, smash. Whatever. Alright, I see your point.
Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I promised you could ride in the Swoop race under the Hiddenbeck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better. I'm going to let you ride the Swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Gadden, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the race.
Why are you doing this, Gadden?
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator is unstable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race. I can't ask one of my own riders to take the risk. They'll be running unmodified Swoops in the race. You'll be the only one using the prototype. If you can
So I'm
complete the track
expendable.
before the accelerator overheats, then you'll win for the Bex. If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me.
Sounds like you got all your bases covered.
You don't get to be leader of a Swoop gang if you don't know how to work all the angles.
Alright. Well, I guess I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. After all, can't be as dangerous as getting shot up by the Volkers or Bendak. Or getting chewed apart by rat ghouls. So, let's do this.
You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding. But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the Swoop track.
You spend a restless night in the Beck base. In the morning, one of the mechanics takes you to the Swoop racing pits, where only racers and mechanics are allowed to go. And I'll double check my quests once this is done as well. I'm fairly certain I've done everything up to this point that I can do. So you're the one who's gonna ride the Swoop bike, eh? Don't worry, I've been working on this accelerator and the stability won't be a problem. I hope. God mentioned that you've never done this before. You want me to run you over the basics of handling a Swoop bike for you? Sure. First, don't crash into anything. There's debris and obstacles scattered all over the course, so watch out. This is tutorial voice now. All swoops are equipped with a dynamic deflector system, so hitting an obstacle will not cause you to crash, but it will shake you up a bit and slow you down. The track also has accelerator panels built to its surface. As you fly over one, it will give you a boost of speed, so try and hit them. When the engine starts running hot, you'll get a warning and you have to switch gears. Other than that, try to hang on. You'll be fine. Alright. Let's go. Hold on. I better explain the rules to you. Each rider goes out on the track alone. At the end of the day, whoever posted the fastest time is the winner. Normally, a rider can run as many heats as they want, but I don't know how long the accelerator on your swoop will hold. No more than 4 or 5 races, I'd guess. So make your runs count. Gadden's put his trust into you. We need to win this race, or Brejik's Vultures will get a whole bunch of our new recruits. If that happens, we're finished. And I need to get Bastilla back. Alright, let's go. Sounds like you're ready. Go talk to the announcer. He'll give you the times. I'll be waiting for you after the run so I can make any tweaks or repairs in case you want to go out for another heat. Good luck. And don't worry about the prototype overheating and exploding when you're out on the track. That probably won't happen. So, before I go and do this, let's see, what quests do I have left? I have Karth, Purchasing a Droid, cool. And I know for a fact that none of those other ones can be accomplished yet. So we got Furyk and Anglu. Watch yourself on the track, rookie. Every year we lose a couple of you first-timers. We Becks are losing enough members as it is without having them die on the track. Just be careful, and good luck. I never understood why so many of you new riders make your first competitive start in the biggest race of the year. That accelerator Gadden slapped in your swoop will help, but I don't think it'll be enough. Plus, there's always a chance it'll explode. And then we got these two assholes. Hey, look at this. Fresh meat on the track. Well, don't get your hopes up, rookie. No first-year rider has ever won the swoop racing season opener. Gadden must be getting desperate if he's grabbing first times on the streets. If we Volkers win this year, it'll be over for you hidden Becks. Another rookie on the track, eh? Give you punks a helmet and a swoop bike, and suddenly you figure you're all racers. Judging by the look of you, I'd say I don't have much to worry about. The Becks are really scraping the bottom of the barrel now. No one's allowed to talk to the prisoner. Brejik's orders. She wouldn't hear you anyway. She's got a neural disruptor collar to keep her under control. Bastilla. Bastilla. I know you can hear me. You're a fucking Jedi. You're a badass Jedi. Snap out of this shit. Don't worry. Me and Karth are here to rescue you. I know you can hear me. Don't listen to that guy. That guy's an idiot. He doesn't realize how powerful the Jedi mind is. So, good luck. Yo. You hit the race, right? Okay, let's see who your sponsor is. Ah, riding for the hidden Becks. Always like them. Hope they can show these Volkers a thing or two. But I digress. Okay, you're registered now. Good luck, and try not to get yourself killed. We only lost one rider today, and we want to keep it that way. Whenever you're ready, hit the track. What's the time to beat? Well, Red Ross is the best time so far. 38:43, good, but not the best I've ever seen. I don't know if it'll stand up. What happened to the rider you lost? Same as usual. Pushing himself beyond his limits and hit some debris. The deflectors kept him from crashing, but the force of the impact jarred him from his swoop. Don't worry, they scraped what was left of him off the track already. Just remember to hang on, you should be okay. You can hit the track whenever you're ready. Let's go. Let's get racing. Alright, left click the mouse to accelerate and shift gears. Use the movement keys to avoid. Cool. Because I can never. And it's enter to do that. I think spacebar works. Yeah, spacebar works. Spacebar just doesn't start it. Ah, shit. That was the accelerated pad. The graphics fucking mods made it way harder to tell what it was a mic pad or not. I didn't think about that. I'm probably going to lose this one because I missed like 3 of them. We'll find out. It's 38. Oh yeah, 26. 26:44. That's a good time. You did it. You got the dub time. You beat racers who've been doing this for 20 years. It's amazing. Wait a minute, I don't believe this. Look at the board. The Red Ross just beat the me. That's fine. Alright. Let me see what the new heat is. What's the time to beat? 26:19. Just a couple fractions. And I know I missed a couple of pads, so I can easily beat that. That's honestly not that hard to beat. And this first race is actually super easy. It's the other ones that are tricky. The Dantooine one is, in particular, kind of a pain. Actually, Manon, I think? I don't know. There's one of them that's just a real pain in the ass. But there you go, 24:11. You did it. Nobody's gonna beat that time. Nobody. I guess Gad knew what he was doing. The only thing is wait for the time to become official and go collect your prize. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the winner of this year's Swoop Bike race. Put your hands together and show your appreciation for the most daring riders the Swoop has ever seen. Through your skill and courage, you have proven yourself the premier Swoop rider on Cyrus and brought great glory to the Hidden Beck gang. Now here to present the champion's prize, Brejik, leader of the Black Volkers.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated.
You're a damn liar, Brejik.
Your Swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulca's share of the victory prize.
You can't do this, Brejik. You know the rules. Nobody's allowed to withdraw a victory prize after the race. It goes all against our most sacred traditions.
You old fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brejik.
I knew she was listening.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
Jedi, my friend.
Underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brejik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulcus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the Swoop Rider! Kill them all!
Good fucking luck, my friend. You want to tackle the champion? The champion of the arena? Do you not know who I am? I killed Bendick Starkiller. 100 death matches without a loss. But 101 makes me the best. Also, she's a motherfucking Jedi. She just admitted that she was a Jedi, and he still thinks he can fucking kill her. Especially after she took the sword. If she was still, like, unarmed, maybe. But of course, Karth's not with me, which is a little annoying. But, we'll see what happens here.
There.
Definitely popping Adrenal Alacrity, and I don't have any energy shields. That's stupid as hell. And then pop the energy shield. And then open fire on Brejik. Meanwhile, Bastilla kills everyone. Well, I'm just trying not to die. To be fair, I also targeted the most lethal man in the room and ignored the Volkers. And Brejik's got her lightsaber, which is awesome. So that's the thing, he has her lightsaber. He knows she's a Jedi. Regardless. Sup, Bastilla?
Maybe those bloody Vulcans will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs?
Well, simple. Winning the swoop race was the only way I could save you.
Save me? Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brejik and his Volkers would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess.
Well, I didn't need your... Regardless. It's a fair point. We don't have time for this. Karth is waiting for us.
Karth Onasi is alive. Finally, some good news. Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please, take me to Karth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here.
Well, about that.
You cannot win, Revan.
Bastilla, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taurus yet? What have you been doing all this time?
Looking for you, remember?
I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taurus will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastilla, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I'm sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Both of you settle down. This isn't helping.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Volkers, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith.
Alright, so let's figure out a way off this rock.
I think we'll need some help getting off Taurus. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you.
Well, firstly, I think I know how we can get off this planet. I heard something about Davik Kang, the exchange, has got the fastest ship in the galaxy or something. But also, something weird happened when we first met. Like a vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
Of you, fighting a dark Jedi. Revan, I suppose.
That's strange. Such visions are often a sign of force sensitivity.
Oh, stop playing coy, Bastilla. You know exactly what the... Again, I can't say much more, but she knows what's going on. You saying I can use the Force?
I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories.
Isn't the first time, though.
The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Taurus, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Taurus.
Damn right. Okay, I would need to adjust something, because I swear to God. Yeah, the voiceover track is not loud enough. There we go. Because they seem a little soft in the playback. I didn't think to check that. But it's fine, we're not off Taurus yet. Do I even have any? I don't. Do I have anything? Yep. There we go. Cool. Everything's already fully maxed. So I think myself, Bastilla, and Karth? Karth's a good soldier. But I need that droid. Well, we'll see where we end up. I'll take mission. You there. You're the rider who won the great Swoop bike race in Lower City, yes? Yeah, that's right. I have a message from Candrus Ordo. He says to meet him in the cantina. Isn't that the Mandalorian who makes for Davik? Yes, the one. Given his connections, you can see why people wise to attend this meeting. Candrus didn't say why he wanted to meet you. He only said he had an offer you can't refuse. Given his connections, you can see why it'd be foolish to ignore his request. Alright, I'll go meet him. A wise choice. Don't wait for too long. Mandalorians aren't known for their patience. Blah, 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 blah. So the reason why I took mission instead of Karth, aside from the fact that she has the Republic mod armor, is that gives me 2 melee to protect me, essentially. And she has some stupid high defense. And deals decent amount of damage. Bretrix gloves. Increase stacks. Cool. And then I can give Bastilla the cardio regulator. Actually, since I'm not dealing with melee encounters, and Bastilla is, that seems to be the wisest course of action. There we go. I like that. Fucking Bastilla in her weird-ass armor. Anyway, yeah, I gotta level her up. Right, force powers. I can't pick Cure. I can do Burst of Speed, which is really good. But that doesn't affect allies. Force Valor is really good. Yeah, because I can't pick Suppression. Dark Side abilities aren't... Well, Stun Droid's actually good. I'll do Stun Droid. And then because I already picked that, I'll do... Burst of Speed is also really good. But I want to buff the party, so I'll give her Force Valor. And I'll give her Improved 2 Weapon Fighting, because that'll make it easier for her to hit stuff. And then I'll give her Cure, because that's really useful. Basically means that no matter how many med packs I use, as long as Bastilla is in the party, we have healing. But yeah, if cards for damage, I'm the main character, and then Bastilla is for, and then missions for skills. And my character is okay. He gets stupid powerful at the end of his tree. Right now he's relatively weak, but... I need to go to the cantina, that's right. And also, time is running out very clearly by the fact that they were like, hey, you may be a Jedi or some shit, to vote for the Jedi stuff. So, I'm not going to say this is the last episode you can vote on it, but it's getting pretty damn close. Because the next couple of missions...
I saw you in the Swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for.
What are you talking about?
My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet.
How do you plan on doing that?
I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
You don't need to ally yourself with this person. We should move on while we can.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that Swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns.
What's in this for me?
Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk.
Holy shit. Alright, how exactly are you gonna manage that?
Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan.
How am I supposed to get inside the base?
Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base.
Won't Davik get mad if I take his droid?
Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
Alright, you got a deal.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javiar's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Understood. We're gonna get... Oh, my God. Bastilla seems to be having a mental breakdown. What's up?
How can I help?
You want to talk to me about something?
I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces.
We were looking for you.
Yes, I realize that, of course. But surely there was more to it than a simple search. I doubt there were flashing signs pointing you in my direction, yet somehow you found me. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus Swoop champion. That's quite a resume.
What can I say? I'm a talented individual.
Yes, I can see you do not lack an ability, although modesty is another matter. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. The Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force.
Look. For starters, I think you're underestimating us non-Jedi. I literally went, like, cool. There's only, like, what? There's a limited number of escape pods. We know that they crashed in the Undercity, so we were just investigating a rumor. And sure enough, people know people know. You know, maybe if you hang out with the little people more, you'll figure out stuff.
Perhaps, but the Force works through all of us to some degree or another. There are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is...
What are you trying to say?
I'm sorry. I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
We have a way. Candace is helping us, remember? Okay, let's go. Also, let's not talk about avoiding the Sith when the Sith are patrolling the streets. On second thought, I should also probably get rid of your lightsaber. But, this ain't that kind of game, so I'm not that worried about it. I'm beginning to question whether I set the alarm or not. Well, we'll do it at the story moment then. It seems to be intelligent. Might actually end up being longer than I anticipated. Oh, shoot, not yet. Sorry. I'll be back. I'll be back, motherfucker. Alright. Another companion. I heard Benedict Starkiller finally met his match. Can't say I'm surprised. He was getting on in years. People start to lose their edge as they get older. That's the nice thing about droids. A yearly maintenance check and a few replacement parts and they can last forever. Also, he didn't think to look where he was walking. He just kind of charged in there like a blind idiot. If he, maybe he went, oh, that guy's setting up grenades or mines. Maybe I should, not walk while he's very clearly setting up mines. Maybe he would have lived. But, overconfidence gets the best of us. Also, Candace said you'd sell me the T3 M4 droid. Oh, Candace sent you. Why didn't you say so? Okay, the droid is ready. You can have it for 2,000 credits. Here you are. And there's the alarm. Right on cue. Well, I can't stop that. Because the game will crash. I did not think this through. Well, that incessantly goes off in the background because I'm an idiot. I will see you guys in the next episode. and where we breach the Sith base. Again, vote on the Jedi thing because it's coming up super freaking close. The weapon thing can really take until the end of the game, but the Jedi thing, I mean, there's the base, there's the exchange base, and that's pretty much it. So there's only 2 more episodes. So you don't have much time. Peace.